on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. And today we're going to be talking about the weigh-ins and the whole, the whole Devin Haney and Regis Prograis fight. So, were you able to see the weigh-ins?
How good can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I checked it out. Yeah, I saw it.
All right. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. So listen, man. So before I go into it, right, with everybody, right? Make sure you guys check out my guy's YouTube channel. I'll let you take it away, bro.
Oh yeah. Right. Well, I don't know. You could pin it for him, but yeah,
Put in there right now.
I'm gonna be, we're gonna be active on there in about a week. It's new. I just started. Me and Mill gonna be getting it cracking like we do always on there. So, just go ahead and subscribe now. I'm gonna have some heat in about a week or so. So make sure y'all log in and get the best of the best. Some good fight picks, fight bets. I got some great fight bets tonight, but y'all gonna have to get in touch with me somehow. I ain't gonna give them away on here. I got people watching me out here where I live at in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met a couple of the bookies and stuff the other day. Actually, one of them came up to me.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. So
Oh, they're following you now.
yeah, they see it was a respective thing though. Like they like my picks and stuff like that.
Word. So you guys are lucky. You guys get lucky to hear a couple of those picks then. So, I'm gonna let my picks out as well. Well, obviously we got like the top rank card, and then you got the whole Devin Haney card itself. Um, you know, talk to me, as far as what you've seen in the face-off itself, the weigh-ins, just looking at the two champions.
You could tell that they both gonna bring it, man. They like ain't no, like even though Devin is the one, he the favorite in the fight. He the one that's supposed to win. You could tell that Regis is gonna cause some resistance, and the effort that he's gonna put in is gonna make it a real good fight. I think that this gonna be between the Lomachenko fight for Devin, and this one will probably be his best fight as far as
Performance-wise?
like action wise, kind of. I think Dev gonna fight better than Loma. I don't think that was one of his better performances. That's just my opinion. Even though he beat Loma, so anytime you beat Loma, it's a great performance, regardless. If you beat Loma, I don't care how you got to beat him. But me knowing Dev, I could tell the weight was a little bit of an issue, and Dev looked good at the weigh-in. He looked strong. Regis looked strong. He looked, you could see, you can kind of write it out. The writing is on the wall to me. Like you could see that you can kind of, I could already predict damn near how it's gonna almost look the fight.
My bad. Yeah, my bad, Charles. I didn't mean to leave you on red. My guy. I didn't. What it was? Well, where did you leave me the message? So yeah, so obviously, like, Devin, and everybody smash the like button, and thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, Charles, for the 500. My guy,
Yeah,
appreciate you,
good looking
Charles.
out, Charles. Hey, we need to start getting some more of those up in here.
Yeah.
He putting in that work for y'all. We finna get y'all some jewels, some games. Y'all gotta start shooting them all the time.
Yeah, I got the bets, but Charles, thank you for the 500, my bro. Yeah, Charles is a great supporter, man. Gotta give him his flowers though. Queso. He's
Yeah,
a
shout
big
out to
better.
Charles.
Yeah, he
Oh,
a
okay,
big
okay.
better. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing less than 10 grand going his way. Um, sometimes people really like. I was talking to people. I was like, boxing betting is probably the most funnest betting, and sometimes it could be the most sure bet. It's like
Oh man,
they
listen.
say boxing and hockey.
Yeah, for me it's boxing and basketball, but I don't bet like on other sports too much. So I kind of simmered down a little bit. I used to bet crazy, but boxing is the only one that I.
Yeah, but there's something about like live betting too in boxing is that really gets me more excited. That's why I don't really go live. You know what I'm saying? Because I do live betting like right when it's going down. So what you up to right now? Yeah.
Ones, man, where I'm pretty excited.
How do you see it going down?
I see Devin Haney. I see Devin Haney winning on a decision in a real good fight where Regis gonna cause some resistance and make it a tough fight to where Devin gonna have to dig down a little bit. But I just think his movement and his skills just gonna be too much. Like no matter what you got in your heart and your mind, it don't got nothing to do with the outcome. That's one thing people forget. Like as much as I like both fighters a week or two ago with Boo Boo and Andre, that's why I never switched up. Remember I was saying, you know, with Benavidez, like man, most of the time, nine times out of 10, the better fighter is gonna win. And you can see who the better fighter is in this, but Regis got the style to where he can kind of disrupt some of the skill set and this and that. But I just think the movement and the speed is going to give him too many problems. Those two things. But I think it's going to be a good fight because I think he's going to really make Devin fight. I think he's going to put him to a major test, and it's going to force Devin to bring out a lot of. It's going to force Devin to bring out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, my guy Edward, Edward Charles Cheese, he's gonna bet on the ninth round stoppage. What do you think about that? Probably
Wait, for who?
accumulation for Haney. Haney will be stopping,
Oh,
Regis in the ninth round. What do you think about that type of a bet? I think what we said. I think Zab. I got a 500 push-up bet with Zab because of this late round stoppage as well.
um, I the verge is still out as far as how you gonna look at 140, but I will, nothing to surprise me, but like I say, all right now I ain't talking. I'm talking as a betting man right now.
Hmm.
So for cheese, I'm talking as a betting man. I probably would bet that, and I ain't saying it wouldn't happen. That it can't happen. I wouldn't pick a particular round if I like, you
He
know,
he bets for knockouts too.
I play to win. Like
Yeah.
like I say, when I play for keeps and I play to win. I like winning. So that ain't something that I would. I think it's possible, but um the senses and me giving out the knowledge and being real, I would say him by Devin by decision. That's what
You know,
everything leaned towards. I think he gonna put it on him a little bit. Probably will, land some nice stuff. But the smart way to fight Regis is to outbox him and outskill him. You don't want to get into too much of a fight with those two styles. That favors Regis by far to just fight like it. So I don't think that Devin is a smart fighter. So I think he'd beat him on decision.
so I mean, I think the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, if you got the money to spare, if you have a like,
Man, ain't never no money. Well, like you say, yeah, it's great odds, but if you want that bet to like, man, I want the best odds of what might happen because I'm gonna say, just say he get the whooping on Regis, right?
yep.
Regis is a tough dude.
Because
He ain't the kind of
we got that's minus 400 just off of the decision.
is it? Oh, I thought I saw it for minus two something.
Nah, it's
I ain't
minus.
sure though. It
You
might have
you
went
do
up.
you do DraftKings?
Nah, no, I did this other William Hill out here. I caught it, I think it who was it, minus 290, something like that.
When?
It was about a week ago, a
Oh
few
damn!
days
No,
ago.
you know that shit change. Oh, you know that shit changes.
Oh yeah.
We just had the
Well,
weigh in.
I see why it's that. To be honest with you, because like I say, Regis could take if Devin get the, you have to put him down and out.
Who
You have
Regis,
to
right?
put him. Yeah, that's if that happened. Like like if
You know what scares me about that bet? That the ninth round stoppage and stuff like that. Hearing stories upon Regis and Shakur, sparring and stuff like that, and hearing stories about that kind of, I'll be like, damn, did their punch output drown him or something? That's why people believe that, you know, the inners, you know what I'm saying, the people that are in the gym that are starting these bets that are really trying to influence other betters. You know what I'm saying?
yes, I take Spawn with a grain of salt, honestly.
Mm.
Even though even though like I
Stopping
say,
is a stopping though.
like even though
Now I know obviously if you come out of like if you're superly out of shape and you haven't freaking boxed or worked out for a minute and you just want to go and spar or you know to get your exercise, that's one thing. But I'm talking about like training camp, all that.
yeah, but in a fight with them eights on, with them little gloves on is it's different. I think Regis,
True.
no matter the outcome, I think if you don't clip him, I don't. It's he ain't the kind of guy that strike me as, oh, I'm gonna quit and or quit on the stool or they're gonna have to throw the towel in. That's just my thoughts. I think it's just gonna be a unanimous decision for Devin Haney.
All right. So when you look at you've done pads with Haney, you've trained with Haney before. You know what I'm saying? So like, what would you have to say his best punch is?
Um, of course we know it's jab, but a jab
Is his
it ain't
jab
gonna
something
stop nobody.
is he gonna stop him though? Is it
Nah,
was it
ain't no jab stopping. But nah, he got
he
more
don't got
things.
that
Period.
Charlo John?
Listen, he got more things. Period. That people ain't really see. Like he's still growing and maturing and stuff like that. So my goal with
What's his
guys
power
is
punch to stop Regis though? For the betters.
hitting him with something he can't see, like a counter. Maybe a counter right hand. Devin is a better body puncher than people know. He kind of brought it out on the
The
Loma
Lomachenko
a
fight.
little bit.
Do you
Yeah,
think
but
he's gonna do that in this fight?
no, a little bit, but not as much. I don't think he's gonna take the risk
He's not gonna
of
go to the
going down
body,
there
right?
too much. A little, but like he don't want to because dude he could throw some looping shots over the top or something that can catch him over the top. So you know, But Devin, he got more in him. That's what I'm waiting to kind of bring out. Oh yeah, and if anybody want to bet me, y'all free to do it. Y'all can I'm taking bets too. So on Devin Haney, it was a few people last time saying that they wanted to get with me and bet, but one dude he I don't know, he must be one of your subscribers or something, but
Obviously.
I want that 100 right after the fight. If he kind of hid yesterday, I told him to shoot me his info in case he win, so I could shoot him his bread. But yeah, if anybody want to brag and say that they beat me or whatever, if they really think Regis, if they feeling something this morning, and get with me, I'm taking bets.
So, I mean, what are the chances of Regis scoring a knockout in your behalf? Because he's still a good fighter. You can't be at this level and not be a good fighter. Or you just think that Haney's just years and years ahead of him.
I think that's Regis's best bet, and I'm sure that's he gonna try to force the fight and get butt. Sometimes when you try to go for the knockout too much, it could mess your performance up. And I just think that after he do land a big shot or two, if he does, it's gonna be hard to land it a lot. Like it's Regis is still a good fighter, so he gonna get his rocks off here and there. It ain't like Devin gonna go the whole fight without getting hit here and there. But I just don't think Regis gonna be able to. I ain't gonna say catch up with him because I know Devin ain't gonna run, but his footwork and his like he could get out of range fast. Like his feet is super fast. Like he can take a half step back or out, and then you can't even get to him. Like his Reed's that was kind of seemed like his flaws. It kind of being a little slow getting to guys sometime, and if he didn't change that, it's gonna be like just getting outboxed from the outside.
Yeah, because when it came down to that Super Six at 147, 40 pounds, Regis was like, in the final, with Josh Taylor, right? So I mean, I feel like when you give it percentages, right? If you give it a percentage, because we're talking about a minus 400 right now. What are the chances of Regis landing that big shot, hurting him? Because a lot of people believe that if he does hurt Devin Haney, he will finish him.
Wait, who was
And
that?
what's
Is
up,
somebody
Jackie?
trying to bet me? Who was that? HK Productions. You trying to bet me or what? If so, you can hit me at my email is Mickey Bey, MICKEYBEY 01 at gmail.com. That's for anybody. Get with me in the email and we can set it up.
Mm,
And I'm
mm,
going for Devin. So
right, right, right. So
hold on, let me
at
answer your question. Now I will give Regis that. Like Regis is a good finisher. So if Regis was to hurt anybody, he could put you on the floor because he is a good finisher. See, I didn't see him stop a couple guys that was some good fighters that I knew personally, like that can box. So if he hurts you, yeah, he could put you on the floor. He could either drop you or finish you for sure. If he hurts you, he pretty good at finishing his work or putting you on the ground. That's for anybody. If he hurts you, he gonna capitalize on his work.
now, who's more likely to be knocked out if somebody was to get knocked out in your behalf?
Um, nah, hey, real boss. This one thing about me, I ain't biased. I'm keeping it real. Like, like my thing is this. Sometimes people say I'm giving y'all authentic thoughts on stuff. Like even when it came to Shakur fight, it ain't because I worked with him before this or that. I tell the truth and give y'all my real thoughts, whether it is neutral. When I'm on here and I'm only like speaking boxing, I'm speaking neutrally. Like,
Mm-hmm.
nah, Devin is the better fighter to me, point blank. Nah, do I like Regis? Yeah. Do I think Regis could fight? For sure. Regis could hurt. He a dangerous dude. This is a dangerous fight for Devin. It ain't like he got to earn the win for sure. Like, because Regis is going to try to cause some disruption. He going to try to disrupt Devin, and he going to try to put his lights out. And if anybody got the style to give him some problems in that weight, is him or Teofimo. If it's anybody, Matias don't got the style. Devin, I like Matias. He can fight. He don't got the style for Devin. He get box
Mm.
circles around him.
We know
Devin will
we got
box circles around him.
yeah.
Yeah, I bet that too. It ain't no way that style. I like
Mm.
and believe me, this ain't a knock towards Matias because I'm gonna be tuning in every time he fight. Like he a beast, but I
Mm-hmm.
just know that style. Like I say, Teofimo and Regis.
Yo, Mickey. That's a different type of pressure there. That's like on that David Benavidez type of pressure there at 40. That
Nah,
type
he ain't no
of
Benavidez. Benavidez
not,
got skill too. Like
what?
you
What?
know,
Yo, whoa. Matias don't got no skill.
no,
You
he
think
nah,
Matias got no skill?
no, he could fight. He ain't no Benavidez though.
No.
Benavidez a different animal. Nah, I like Matias, man. I'm gonna give him his props. Like he good fighter, but nah, Benavidez is a whole different animal because he could beat you on the outside too. He'd beat you up from the outside, mid range, inside.
Okay.
The verdict
He,
is still out. I don't think
he's
he could
more
beat
he's more well rounded. That's what you're saying?
by 100%.
Yeah, and
Dude can
I
fight.
agree. I agree, but I'm talking about the aspect of pressure though. That pressure that just keeps coming at you. And I think and he cuts the ring better than Benavidez. What? Yo, bro, bro, all right, so listen. So let's get into that. Cuz I regardless of the fact that's you're going to get betters for that. You're going to get betters for that for sure. And it seems to me that the fight that is going to happen um is going to be Teofimo Lopez and Subriel Matias because Teofimo Lopez sent Matias an offer and and Matias left a message and said that he cannot take the Super Bowl weekend. I think it's like February. They want to do it more in the April. So, you know, he hurt his hand, and it was Teal that sent the offer to Subriel Matias. So Subriel Matias went online on Instagram and responded that like kind of like thank you for the offer, but we can't do it at this date. We got to do it
Right,
on this date. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Because of
right.
the end,
Yeah,
and which is like he respects Teal enough to know that I got to be 100% because he was messed up. People don't understand he was messed up, the following fight, but he didn't show it. He didn't. He just
oh,
demolished.
okay.
He just demolished the dude. But he had a hurt hand that time too. He fights right through that.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to give him that. Like, you don't want to go on no Teofimo fight with an injury. Like I say, um, sometimes you
So
get
you got
injured.
Tio beating him.
Yeah, I got T.O. beating.
Would that be the
I got
hardest
T.O.
fight for
beating.
Tio, or is
Nah,
that like
I
an
think
easy
Devin
work?
style. No, it ain't easy work. Nah, it
It's
ain't
not.
easy
Yeah,
work.
it's never worked.
But any
Yeah.
it like let me think. All right,
Definitely
I
not.
think I
There's nothing easy about Matias.
no, nothing is easy about him for
Yeah,
nobody.
there's nothing.
Nobody's easy, but the thing is T.O. You sitting in front of T.O., you gonna get hit with some heat, some explosive heat. I'm like, think about it. The guys that gave him problems more slick fighters that move good and all of that. Like, look at all right, take for example Richard Comey and people like that that stood that sat right in front of him. Nah, the only one that did do good in front of him, even though he kind of was in and out and fought a little slick too, was Cambosis. But
Yeah, he
as
was
far
really
as like, but
he was
Is
jittery.
a dog though. Matias is a dog, so I ain't taking nothing away. But like I say, I'm giving my true, authentic thoughts and knowledge on what I would, if I'm a betting guy, what I would bet on. Like, not, I'm like one of these kind of guys, not so fast. Let's see first. The
I
dude was
think
an
that's the
animal.
hardest task for Matias, honestly. Tio
Is who
Tio
Tio?
is the hardest task at 140 for him. I don't even think Gary Russell is that guy that would give him as much trouble as Tio would. But I
You
do
know what?
think that
I like
Gary,
that fight too.
and I think Gary could give
I like
Tio.
that fight.
I can see
Yeah,
Gary giving all these guys
Matias.
trouble. Yeah, all of them, even Tio. But definitely Matias for sure. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. That style.
I
Yup, me
gotta.
too.
These are quite like Matias has, you know, kind of answered a lot of questions already in his career. You know, he's put a name on himself that he doesn't like. He fought with guys with winning records throughout his whole career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stopped the majority of he stopped every opponent that he's been in faced, every single one. Even
Wait, who
though
you
he lost
talking
one,
about? Matias?
yeah.
Yeah, but
And
who?
then
That's the thing.
yeah, undefeated fighters too.
All right, I
That
ain't gonna
got
take that
that
away from him, but
undefeated fighters that have great resumes. Like they're beating guys that like they're knocking out guys that are knocking out guys. You know what I'm saying? They're just
yeah,
like in the South America type of a thing. You know what I'm saying? All the best champions. You know, we're accustomed to the United States a lot, and we don't we kind of forget about the rankings of how many guys that are in that top 50 discussion, right? That
yeah,
really could be, you know, some of these 40 guys could be
yeah,
really
yeah. Nah,
in the
I
top
don't.
10. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, I don't. I like I say, Matias is a major threat. I just think styles make fights. And
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to see more though too, because you remember
No, I
Margarito was
understand
a
that for
beast.
sure.
Margarito was a beast. But what
I don't
happened when
even
he
want to bet on that fight,
on which one?
on the Tio and Matias. I think it's that close.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely because dude is just a beast, like a dog. Like, but to me, with Teofimo,
They're both
he
dogs.
he a dog and he can box. What can dude switch it up? He can't. He ain't gonna be able to switch it up. He fight one way. Fighters like that can only fight one way. But Matias is an animal though, so I give him that.
It's his. It's a different style. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of style.
Now,
It's
I
right
wouldn't
in
put
your
Ryan. I
face.
wouldn't put Ryan in there yet with Matias.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Or
like
Rory.
nah, now. Um, I think Devin, Teofimo.
And I'm a Regis guy, but I think he stops Regis.
Nah, I think Regis might stop him. To be honest, nah, I'm gonna keep it real. This how
Mm,
Styles make fights. I think Regis will beat him.
mm.
May it's a 50-50 maybe, but I would give if you said, man, here goes the money, you gotta bet on one. As of now, I would say Teofimo because he could deal with he's strong, he could deal with pressure. I think movers and slick fighters is going to give T.O. problems. They give him both problems, but the
See,
verdict is kind of still out on Matias. So,
check this out. So, right, we've seen with Regis. This is my counter, right? The reason why with Matias and Regis is that we've seen we've seen Regis fight. You know, when you get outboxed, he starts to brawl you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Josh Taylor started doing in the beginning. But then he started seeing that, oh, wait a minute, he's not as strong as I think he is. So he started going into the inside. He started working his way to try to break each other down. It was a great fight going back and forth. Don't get it twisted. But Josh Taylor was willing to fight Regis at his style, and I feel like that's what Regis would do again with because when you see Cepeda, he boxed Cepeda. You know what I'm saying?
I
He
I,
boxed
I I
Cepeda.
won on that fight. I won on that
Yeah,
fight. I
me
figured,
too.
yeah, he was stopping. Yeah,
He boxed Cepeda. So, but there's levels, right? There's levels, right? And now we got a guy that's Devin Haney, super sharp. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Malik Hopkins, exactly. Malik Hopkins, right? He could box. He could box.
but is he experienced though?
His experience in the amateurs, I don't know.
Yeah,
You
his
know what I'm saying?
experience.
But
Yeah,
he fought
that's
him a,
like,
lo- a long time ago.
yeah, no, listen, Matias is a dog, a certified dog for sure. Like he ain't gonna be easy for nobody. Like, and if he
Last
beat,
five, the last five people quit on the stool. They
so
said,
that
"Nah, yo, it's different of getting knocked out. One thing getting knocked out. There's another thing when you have a pattern
yeah.
of people that stop on the stool. Like, nah, hold,
Honestly, man, I'm hoping that he everything that is looking like, because he gonna make some fun fights for Devin and Teofimo, putting that type of pressure. And I just know that pressure fighters never pan out to beat the very best. Like, now, if you a pressure fighter that kind of like a skilled pressure fighter, like a Chavez, Roberto Duran, like a boxer that just kind of prep, it's
Canelo.
different. Yeah, Canelo. Now I just got to see Matias more, but Matias is a certified, so he looking like he is an elite fighter. So I just want to see more of him on the high level, but he could fight. He definitely is dangerous.
What I need all my people to go and do is smash the thumbs up button. We got over 187 people on the live and only 41 likes. So let's get these likes up. You know what I'm saying? Um, and appreciate you so we can improve the visibility of the show. I got my guy Mickey Bey, former champion. So what's your bets, my guy? Talk about what's your bets for the night.
I give you the one on here. I say Devin Haney by decision.
You already said that one. You gotta let
And
it go.
if people really want to hit my email. Mickey Bey, my name spelled out 01 at
All right.
gmail.com.
What about
I,
Liam
I, I'm,
Paro?
I'm, I'm
All
gonna
right,
give
all
you.
right.
Hey,
Let
I'm
me
gonna
let me
give
give
you
me.
a couple. Meal, when
All
we
right,
get off,
cool.
I'm gonna
Liam
give you a
Paro
couple.
and Montana Love. What you think about that fight? Talk to me about that fight.
Now, I'm gonna say
Cause I'm a
this.
parlay guy.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this because literally, I knew when I said Montana, we from the same town, and I knew him since he was in diapers, literally, like in diapers. Um, so of course, but like I say, we speaking on being real. I'm rooting for him because like I said, I knew him since he was a baby. Uh, but as a betting person, it's a good bet if you want to. I think that the odds are fair. They got dude a slight favorite. They got dude.
Yeah.
I think them
I've
odds
heard.
is fair to me, like because Montana could pull it off if he at his best.
Montana plus 140. Liam Paro minus 180.
Yeah, so with Montana, I think just how the odds are is fair because Montana's last fight, you gotta see how he gonna come back off of that. Um, dude coming off a little better momentum. Dude been training in Vegas a lot in the last few years, so
What
I
is
got a
it? He,
chance
he
to.
got a big because he's southpaw. He got a big left hand.
Dude got a little snap, but dude can buy. Dude is like a, I've seen him
But
spar a lot out here in Vegas.
mm-hmm.
Now you got to think about, but that style. All right, just how to say this fight. Just his style kind of play into Montana being able to pull a pretty much upset off. but hit all right. The advantages lie on both ends somewhat, but to me, like dudes, advantages lie as far as getting better work out here in Vegas, and he been out here for a while. Now, where we from, we got great fighters coming up where we come from, but most of them migrate and move when you turn pro. So maybe that could be a difference. But dude, Paro deserved to be the slight favorite. That's what I say on that. Like he deserved where the odds is at. But it's one of them ones to where it could be an upset, but I ain't. We got to see where Montana is at. Coming off his last fight, we got to see where he's at. He capable of pulling it off, but dude, where the odds lie is kind of like it's fair. I'd say that like Paro, he coming off better momentum, so dude got to go in there and cause some. He got to fight. He got to really dude competitive. He a competitive fighter. He got some skills, in great shape, and getting good work. And Montana can fight a boxer because he used to being from that area, nothing but slick fighters. But it's a difference of stepping up to that plate on the big stage, coming off that last fight. Um, he gonna have to prove that last fight was a fluke.
Yo, yeah, with Stevie Sparks. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He looked crazy. He looked crazy that night. He looked
yeah.
crazy. He
So
got knocked down, then he
yeah,
got hurt, and then tossed
and I'm
Stevie
speaking
Sparks
like
out
I
the pic.
say, I'm speaking as a just a betting man because like I say, I know Montana personally.
Yeah.
It's I knew him literally. A cat to say a baby. It's like different, and I ain't saying a baby like 8. Now I'm talking about literally like 2, 3 years old. So um, I'm rooting for him, but dude is the odds being -1 something for dude is correct right now. It's just up to Montana to bring out the Montana that I know he can be. But if he don't, do to get it by this, probably by decision, could be like a split. That fight could possibly even be a draw. To be honest with you, like if I'm a betting man, you might could throw a couple dollars on the draw for that one too.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a close fight now. Like when we look at them on the scales and stuff like that. Obviously we haven't seen Montana in there for a while, but he definitely doesn't look the way he normally looks. You could tell that he hasn't really been, I don't know, at the gym, or I don't know what he does for exercises. I mean, I heard that he has lots of ventures, business ventures outside of boxing as well. Um, and obviously, it's about how you come back from adversity from a fight. So we don't really
Yeah,
know what really Montana love we're getting here.
yeah,
It,
yeah. If we get the
it's
one that
almost
I
like the
know, it's
Charlo.
gonna
It's
be.
almost like the Jamal Charlo effect.
Yeah, I think he can. One see that's something that is something you could change. At least it ain't like a now. I'm gonna make it now. Skill wise, he right there with Paro. So at least all he needed to do is train right and be
But it
focused.
seemed
That's
to me
something that
that Montana was having problems with Stevie Sparks' power.
yeah, I'm be honest with you. I think that fight being at home kind of got to him. There ain't no excuse for him, but
Yeah, that's an
I could
excuse.
see that. I could see that. Sometimes dudes be getting distracted at home. I think that's why Regis look off. That's why I gave him a pass his last fight. It ain't a pass as far as something you shouldn't be able to do is step up to the plate. But me being realistic, I know he better than what we saw Regis' last fight. It ain't a fight that I counted and said, "Oh, I'm gonna go off of this and leave it there." Nah, to me, it's gonna make him a better Regis this fight. When you get a guy that's coming off of a bad performance, they're gonna step it up their next fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely going to step it up. This fight. Um, And then your Devin's, that's all he's been doing is stepping it up. This isn't a nice fight. I think this is like some people were calling it a pick'em fight. I don't really call this one a pick'em fight, but
Which
in the
one?
same, Regis
Devin.
and Haney. But maybe
Right.
with the one that you just spoke upon with Montana Love and Stevie Sparks is more
That's
of a
more of a
pick'em.
that's more of a pick. Paro and Montana's that's like a pick. Like I say, the odds are good,
I
and
should have asked your core.
the odds are good, but Montana just got to step up to the plate and and bring out the skills that I know that he got. Because if he don't, then dude are out. He'll win just off being more hungry. So it's all about how you go in on fight night under them lights and being hungry.
Yo, what do you think about Devin Haney and southpaws? Real talk, because you know obviously when it comes to body punching, southpaws is a nice angle, but when it comes down to like your jab situation, if it's your best asset, which it is, Devin Haney's best asset, you could take it away with an experienced southpaw that understands on some type of distance. You know what I'm saying? Um, what do you think about that aspect? Do you think that Devin would be with this matchup alone? You know what I'm saying? An aggressive southpaw coming at you.
So what's the main question?
The
Like what?
question is, do you think that could be an aspect of how that Regis Progress can land that big punch that he needs because he's a southpaw?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He just gotta be able to
Do you think if he takes away his jab, this will be an issue? This fight?
nope. Nah, man. Like I'm just
No.
being like, nah, Dave got more. He got more. See, with me, I ain't even gonna speak from a trainer's perspective. Like, I want the best out of you. Like I ain't all like I don't want just a jab. That's cool, but I want some different shit. Like, cause I know when it come to them Shakors and them TOs and all of that, and this go for all of them cats. I want more. You ain't they not beating each other with just one thing. So nah, he gonna have more heat. Believe he gonna have more for Regis, like, but he gonna have more for Regis. Like he had to have more for Loma. He had to have the body shots. He had to back him up some. But Regis does have a style that is kind of awkward a little bit. He throw them punches at different angles and he loop them and you can get hurt sometime by getting hit because you didn't use the correct
Yo, Regis
defense.
is awkward too.
He is. That's the most dangerous
He's
thing about
awkward.
Regis in this fight. The most dangerous thing about Regis in this fight is his ability to throw punches from different angles that your defense might not be set to to slip or catch the shot that he's throwing because that shit might be looping over the top. You think it's coming a different way, but um yeah, Regis is kind of he got some awkward shots that's hard to where if he can catch you, that's how he hurt a lot of guys. It might come over the top, through the side, like under. But to me, it's mainly just with his left hand.
With Regis, yeah, that's why. Haney. Now, when it comes down to you know, this fight, with the promotion with Bill and stuff like that, how, we've seen Bill work with a lot of different trainers. You've been around Bill. How good of a trainer is he, to be able to, to make to the top level? Because obviously, like last time he fought Loma, what he had Zab Judah's dad right next to him. What do you think about for this fight right here? I haven't seen Zab's father with him. I don't know, but do you feel like, because a lot of people were talking about that Devin and Bill kind of had like this. corner distraction, like a moment that they didn't know what was going on, like Loma cracked the code type of a deal. Like, do you feel like at this with this type of fight, Bill is just he dealt with the Loma fight, so he's straight.
Well, the funny thing about that is I told Devin early, he was gonna have one of them moments where he was going, just my idea going into that fight is he'd have been prepared. I ain't saying that he wasn't, but I already knew fighting Lomachenko as a young guy, you gonna feel something you ain't never felt. So I would have, I know I told him earlier, man, he gonna get his rocks off on you. So it's Lomachenko. Like, we just talked, earlier way before Loma fight. I'm like, he gonna get his shit off for sure. He gonna get his rocks off. So it's Lomachenko. You don't go into fights thinking that, oh, it's just gonna be me the whole time. Nah, it's gonna be dude nice. And when you see my breakdown was damn near spot on because I said you got to be careful fighting Loma because he can win the showmanship battle to where he could steal the crowd and make it look like he won, even if he lost more rounds. He could win. His few rounds can look better than every other round that the other fighter won put together. So even though Devin won the fight, he won more rounds, but the couple rounds that Loma won was a little more impressive that fight than the ones that Devin won. That's why people thought it was a robbery, which it wasn't. But he had a couple impressive rounds. If you say who had the most impressive rounds in the fight, honestly, it was Lomachenko. But who won the fight? Devin won the fight. Clear. It was
Yep,
just it was tough. But I'm saying Loma did his thing.
they got to score
And
it round by round.
yeah, just round by round, Devin clearly won. But like I say, did he get his shit off? Loma to where he hell yeah. Like he got his rocks off, and I knew you ain't getting in there and not knowing you was in the fight with a Lomachenko. So, but
Mm.
I think that he much more skilled than Regis, but Regis is stronger and hit a lot harder. So he can land them shots and hurt you. But hold on, so you said with Bill, do I think that fight kind of I just think that Bill is his chemistry with Devin, that's his son. And man, this dude crazy. Like, what more can I say? I just kept it real with y'all and told y'all he had the best rounds in the fight, Lomachenko. What more? How biased is that? Like, I told Devin that. Like, But all right, but Bill to
It
me,
was a very close fight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
it was close, but Devin
very
won.
hard to score. I had to watch
It
it.
wasn't hard to score to me as far as I went back and scored it like a judge. Like Devin won. He won 7-5, 8-4. Like, it's no way you
I
could
didn't
give
see 8-4, but
Loma 7.
7-5. At 7-5, I can see it that
Yeah.
way for sure.
Now,
But
did he? Yeah, he
but
got
there's
his
times
shit
I
off
look
of
at it
him.
and I'm like, damn, this shit could be a draw. But that 12th round messed it up for Loma
It
for
did.
sure.
It did. He should have knew better than that. Being an experienced guy, and he started late. But
Yeah.
Bill, Bill, he put the battery in Devin's back. That's his son. I'm gonna be honest. Most of these father-son situations in boxing, I don't like. I think that a lot of these parents are holding their kids back. They holding their sons back because just because you their parent don't mean you the best trainer. This don't happen in no other sport. You can't just walk up and say, "Oh, I'm a train LeBron James or this player or that player because just because I'm his dad, I'm a nah." They get qualified. So to me, I think a lot of fathers in boxing think they could do what Bill's doing, but they don't. The only see Bill put him with the right teachers from jump. Like he was working with Floyd Senior and the Mayweathers from jump
Yeah, because
when he was 7, 8 years old.
I've been seeing pictures of like Jermaine Ortiz working with Bill, and I'm like, wow, Bill. Jermaine know how to box pretty well. You know what I'm saying? For him to like, just go and work with Bill. I mean, for whatever reason it is, I don't know if Bill is trying to
I'm
sign
gonna
him
say
after.
this: Bill, what he did for Devin is great on the like business wise, and he know his son. He knows his son, like, and his son, he looks. His dad can give him a certain confidence that nobody else could really give him. That's his dad, and he look up to his dad. He believe in his dad, and it helps. It helps Devin. It worked for them. It ain't working for a lot of fighters in boxing. It's not working, and people trying to think, oh, if Bill could do it, I can do it. What y'all got to realize is Bill made the move here to Vegas to get with Senior, to get with Mayweather Senior and stuff like that. That's move that y'all didn't make. Like he been made these type moves when Devin was 7, 8 years old. So a lot of these fathers, man, it's too many. Tim Bradley, I think he said it. He was right when he said there's too many fathers and family members in the corner, and it ain't just because it worked for one or two people. It's gonna hold back a lot of fighters.
It's true, and then it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because the history in boxing, there's so many of them, but
But
in the
they got
same
the worst. What do you hear about it? It's terrible relationships.
it could be, yeah,
Terrible relationships.
yeah.
Most of them don't work. Like I know that for a fact. Like believe me, that's a nightmare. Theirs works. Theirs work, but most people it's a nightmare. Trust me. Like like it ain't always good. It ain't always a good thing. Like, sometimes the parent need to stay the parent and let their son grow. I see it in boxing with a lot of fighters. They like, oh, Bill could do this. Yeah, but you didn't do the sacrifices that Bill done from an early age, Devin. They got with the right people. He done been with plenty of experienced people. Devin, since he was a kid, this ain't nothing new. Like he not mimic. Devin got the real thing. Like even when I was in with him, it was for a purpose and a reason. It was a specific reason.
What do you think about just the Regis saying that Devin lost in Mexico? I remember those rumors back in a couple years ago. Um,
Uh,
like, be honest, right? Have you seen that happen a lot in Mexico?
nah, nope. You ain't, man. Like you can lose. All right. So it could be a close fight, and people say, "Oh, I thought he lost, and they just gave it to you." But nah, like you ain't. So you know how much money somebody could make having that evidence. Like you can't. It ain't Mexico one of the greatest boxing behind America. Mexico to me is the best professional boxing place in the world. Like you can't even discredit. You can't discredit Mexico like that. Like that to me, that's where after USA, to me, Mexico is the best. Had the best fighters behind America, and not by mistake. Like they not. That's now he young, so can he have had a close fight down there? Yeah, because he probably was 16, 17 fighting dudes is 30, 35. So but nah, like that's just that's good publicity. They built this fight up good. So
Yeah, they definitely did. When it comes down to this fight, right? Do you think we're gonna get our people are gonna get their money's worth? You know what I'm saying? I think like they saying they added more seats. The there were seats cheap. They weren't expensive. I was expecting them to be expensive, but no, being in the Bay and stuff, they had $50 seats there, 50 something dollar seats there.
yeah, them probably up in the bleachers. Probably pretty high up.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. But just to know that you could have the whole thing lit up.
yeah. Uh, I mean, it's one that it's worth tuning in. This is a good fight. Like we got a guy that's coming in to really win. Reed is really coming to win, and he gonna try to win until the fight is over. Like he ain't gonna stop. He ain't gonna stop trying to get to knockout until the fight is over. He ain't gonna fold. I don't see Regis folding or just
Damn,
cruising
they saying
into.
$14 seats too.
I mean,
No
why
way.
not? That's smart business. So if they fight today, so if it's just say it's 400 tickets left, you might as well get something for
Oh yeah, trying to get the tippity top.
them. Why
Really,
not?
those are gonna
Yeah,
bleed.
100%. You want to get all the bread. You don't want to leave nothing on the table.
Be like, yo, before we go to the club, let's check out this fight real quick. $14. Then why not? Let's go.
Yeah, 100%. So it's a good fight. It's at the Chase Arena where the Warriors play. It's a real good, legit fight. Like one thing I don't do is watch. I don't like lopsided fights. I don't care who it is. It can be a great fighter, but they should always be in there with at least B level talent and up. Because some fighter you can't fight all tip top fights every single match, but you can do it at least 90% of the time because you don't fight as much like back in the day. You only fighting a couple times a year, so all of those need to be meaningful.
You know what I didn't check? Maybe the chat already knows. How much is the pay-per-view tonight?
That's a good question because I forgot it was pay per view until last night.
You see that? Do you see that? That's
Yeah,
bad.
I don't think it should have been pay per view, but just now,
Coming
just
off of the
because
Loma fight,
it's too easy to get. Like I don't think many fights nowadays should be pay per view. It's too easy for people to get it for free, like it's streaming and all that kind of stuff. But I think they probably get them a little money, off the pay per view. But
60
um,
bucks, not bad.
HK, just make sure you send me my bread. How much you trying to bet, HK? Just make sure
Nah,
you send me my bread after the fight, and if you win, I'm gonna send you yours.
what he bet you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he say I gave my email. Anybody else that want to bet, like I say,
Okay.
they can get at me at.
I think they're talking about how much the pay-per-view is.
No, he was there, but we bet earlier on the show. I gave my
Okay.
email. I told him if you want to bet, just to say, oh, I
Uh-oh.
beat,
Uh-oh.
he can.
People are saying $75.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. I
60
don't
got me
know, man.
like
I don't.
60 got me like, okay. You watch it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm
It's
paying for
crazy
it
that
either way.
yeah, it's crazy that they didn't raise it up so much that you say 60 is sweet.
He feels good, yeah, but then it's like, now, a Devin. So what do you guys think? A Devin Haney fight, $75. I think, and what's crazy is the Loma was like 55, $60.
The bet is I think Devin Haney gonna win. Somebody asked me, and if y'all win, I'll probably even salute y'all on here on the next show. I'm sure we'll be back on Sunday or tomorrow. I give y'all props on here. I say, shit, y'all beat me, y'all got paid. I just
Lit.
believe that. I believe that. I believe Devin to win. Is Regis legit? Is it is Devin fighting the dog? To me, his second hardest fight after Loma. For sure. I'm gonna get at the Regis. I like Regis as a fighter. He a dog.
Then some people are saying if you have the membership, obviously it's $60. But
Oh,
if you don't,
okay, that makes sense.
it'll
Yeah,
be
that makes
75.
sense.
So, I mean, yeah. So this is gonna be a big testament, to see if this kid is gonna be a star or not. I don't see Regis as that fight for Haney to say, yo, he is a star. I definitely, it is what it says it is, point blank. He's a two division champion and a former 135
He
undisputed
he
champion.
he dangerous because look, a lot of people on here might not remember, but if you look at you know Ricardo
But
Mayorga, right?
hold on 1 second, Mickey. This is bothering me. Over 240 people and only 75 likes. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make this make sense, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Go out here, smash the like button, and subscribe to the channel, please. It's your boy Mickey Bey, former champion in Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. We throwing some gems out here, and we're just talking boxing. So let's get these likes up, guys, and improve the visibility of the show as well. And I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tapping in. Mickey, sorry to disrupt you, man. I was just
No,
looking
it's
at the
cool.
number, and
I,
I was
I
just
got a
like,
few more.
wow,
Yeah, no,
word,
it's all good. I got a few more. I got a few more minutes.
cool, cool, cool. So talk to me. As far as what she was gonna say, did I mess you up?
Oh, all right. I made it. All right. I'm making an example on this, right? Whoever, you know, really watched boxing or is old enough to remember Ricardo Mayorga. I know you know Ricardo
Mm,
Mayorga, right?
of course.
Now, the way that he beat Vernon Forrest. Now, Vernon was undefeated. He beat Sugar Shane Mosley, took his win, and he was tall, rangy. He had that good jab and 1-2. He went in there and just mauled him. That's Regis's, Regis is the kind of guy that he could do that to a skilled fighter. I don't believe he'd be able to do it for Devin, but to Devin, but some you got to go in and maul. I'm making an example. Regis one of them guys that could swarm a dude and maul him, like and be the dude that you was surprised when. I think didn't Mayorga stopped a couple good fighters, maybe Vargas too or something like, but he beat Forrest twice, and Forrest
Hmm.
was unbeaten and beat Sugar Shane Mosley when Shane was undefeated and couldn't nobody do nothing with Shane. So styles make fights. When you say what's a good style matchup for Devin, I mean you could
I
say,
agree. I agree, though. I
you
think
know
I
what I
think Regis,
mean,
Regis is definitely more skilled than
way
my
more than my or way more. But what I mean is like he
Mayorga.
went in.
Mayorga is like Rolly without the strong legs.
Yeah, he way more skilled than. But what I'm saying is he said, "Fuck that! I'm
Yeah,
coming in there to
I'm messing up Mayorga. I'm messing it up. Sorry,
I'm
bro.
coming out here to beat dude ass." Like that's how Regis got it. He ain't doing nothing with Devin in the skills department. That's just being honest. Like when you just seen it, I just seen this cat box 1,000 times in the gym and in the fight, and anybody going skill for skill, it ain't go well. Like so, it ain't gonna be no different tonight. Like Regis is not that he can fight. He's a real good fighter, but skill for skill, not his style. So he got to go up in there and put some relentless pressure. If he even want to have a shot, he got to put some relentless pressure on him. And it might not even look the best, but you gotta like that's why I brought up Ricardo Mayorga because he threw so much awkward shit and he just went in there and just threw he threw Vernon Forrest off. Like, damn, what the hell is this? If you want to sit back and box and try to think you can go skill for skill, ain't nothing happening with that.
Okay, okay, but in boxing, it only takes one.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, but
so
the
like,
only thing is like, yeah, that can happen, but you don't want to just rely on just that. Like, it might not be that just one. What if he eat that? You hit him with one and then he eat it, then what? Then you gotta say, all right, shit, I gotta deliver 1,000,000 of those all night. Like, cause Devin got the more.
so you think Devin's gonna eat his left hand,
He shouldn't, because he shouldn't even let him land many of them.
but
But
you think he
I
would
think he'd
though?
be able to. I'm gonna put it like this. I think he'd be able to take it, but with Regis, you gonna feel it. He can put that. He can shake you up. Like Regis punches real. Like it ain't no myth about the power he got. If he hits you, you gonna feel it for sure.
Yeah, cause
Just
cause all his opponents, their faces be all like
yeah,
torn
you
up.
oh you gonna feel it to where like, all right, I got to stay away from this shit. I can't get hit with this too much. Like you gotta. Regis is a heavy-handed dude, but I just think once he land a couple, if he land a couple, Devin gonna kind of stay. Know how to stay out.
Yeah, no, yeah, I could see that. Do you think that you know, when it comes to Regis, is what's Regis do good in the ring, and what are the keys to victory for Regis in this fight? And smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Please smash the like button to improve the visibility of the show. You guys are an amazing people. 244 y'all. I really appreciate y'all for tapping in. Please smash the like button. And yeah, Mickey. So, what are like the keys to victory for when it comes down to Regis Prograis taking this a victory with a what you said a 60-40 opportunity that he has?
Who?
You said 60-40.
Who, Devin?
40% Regis.
Hell no. Nah. It's like 95-5.
Damn,
90-10. Like
5%,
this ain't no bias. This is me being honest. Hell of a fighter.
95%. Look at the.
90, I'd say 90-10.
So my poll, right?
Yeah,
Which I know, it's just a poll. I understand, but this is my poll. You know what I'm saying? These are my
yeah.
people, and you know, 164 votes, right? 164 votes, and they got 60-40.
Oh, okay, that's
60-40.
good.
Those odds
Now,
are
hold
nice.
on. Now,
It's
if I'm saying, now, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm saying this on the outcome of what I think is gonna happen. It's fair if you say 60-40 as far as just the 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 build up and the overall picture of them two fighting. I'm saying it off what I know. I'm just going off of my knowledge of knowing Devin's style in the fight now. But as far as the overall landscape, if you had to put a number on every fight, 60-40 is fair. But what I know, like, oh, his style versus his style, I mean 90-10 when it comes to that. But it's fair to say 60-40 or 70-30 when it comes to just the overall picture of the fight. But I know styles, I didn't see Devin, and I know fighters like Regis. Like Regis is a good fighter. He just gonna have to he gotta bring some major volume and pressure. Like when you ask me the kind of what he gotta do, he can't throw them just one just big shot. He gotta throw some volume. He got to be
yeah.
ready to throw volume and try to close the gap as much as he can. And I don't think he's gonna be able to close the gap. But I think his feet, he ain't gonna be able to keep up with the footwork.
Okay. Now, so you think this is gonna be a cat and mouse game all night?
No. I think that it's gonna be a fight. I think it's gonna be a fight. Like, but I just think the Dev's still gonna box him from the outside and kind of pick him from the outside. But it's up to Regis to close the gap and make Devin fight. Like to
I mean,
where it might,
Devin's good. He's a great fighter. He's a great fighter.
yeah,
But he does get hit. It's not like he
yeah,
does get
yeah.
hit. He does
No, he
get hit.
get hit. He get hit. Yep. Way, he get hit more than I would like to see, and that I know shouldn't be happening. But that's from
And we
taking
haven't
risks.
seen
You take
him get
risks, you're gonna
hit.
get hit.
We haven't seen him get hit by a puncher like this though,
I know.
right?
Nah, no.
This is the biggest puncher he's been in the ring with
Oh yeah, for sure.
by
I'm a
far.
yeah. Nah, he can't afford to get hit with some of the shots that he have been hit with in the past. You don't want to get hit with too many of those from Regis, but he
Yeah,
know he
he might
fighting
be on.
Regis.
Devin might be on his bike tonight.
Nah, he ain't gonna be on his bike though. He got pressure on him fighting, basically in his hometown. Like he ain't gonna do that. Like he gonna, it's gonna be a good fight. He know he can't because you could lose the decision by moving around and this dude the aggressor and he landing them hard shots. That's the way to get a fight away.
Yo, someone said Linares is a harder puncher for sure.
He nah,
Hell,
but he
nah,
not
not even
durable.
close.
But he not durable. You could not. I mean, what he lost 9, 10 times. He got stopped almost every last one of his losses. He not durable. He get hit and it's over with. Reed just got an iron chin. That Reed just got an iron chin. That's one thing I give him. Like, dude could take a punch.
He could take a punch.
Yeah, like
So
it
he's
ain't even
coming.
to the
He's stepping
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, now that's what we gotta see. Can he close the gap? Because remember when dude fought
Oh,
Shakur, like
closing the gap. I don't know. I don't know.
that's what I mean. Can he do
Oh, I
that?
don't know.
Like, because he
Yeah.
gonna have to earn it. Yeah,
He
I could do
definitely
like 5 more minutes.
sounds good. Sounds good. So, what would you like to see, like from Devin tonight? As just being around him, being his coach, watching him grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you like to see? Tonight from Devin.
You know what? And I'm gonna be real, because the bar set high for him. I want him to look good winning, not just win. Because when you want to be the top and be the top guy and the top gun in this game, you got to look good. It ain't just about just winning. Look good winning, like have a good performance and put the hands on, 'em. Like put some combinations together, fight smart, but look good winning to where people impressed with the victory. Like, man, you look good. Like, you got to fight smart, but to me, it's how you win. That go for any of these fighters, and especially the young fighters. Like, sometimes you ain't gonna look the best, but this one of the ones where I want to see, him look good winning, like doing the things that I know he can do. Um, you know, letting some of the things loose that I know that he could let loose. Let it out tonight. It's in it's a big stage. So win, but
Yeah.
win impressively. Win, but win impressively.
You think that just it being the first time in the Bay Area, do you think that that's going to do anything as far as nerves are concerned?
Nope, nope, nope. See, that's where his father prepared him since he was young. He prepared for that, man. His father put pressure on him since he was a kid, throwing him in the ring with this guy, that guy, boxing in front of Mayweather when he was young. All that stuff add up. So that ain't gonna be no big deal.
No, not at
Nah,
all.
that ain't gonna no. It can as far as the outside distracting, but he not gonna deal with that. Like tickets and everybody blowing you up all day. Can I get a ticket? And I need this, I need that. He not gonna have to deal with that. Somebody else gonna deal with it. So I think that if anything, it's gonna make him perform better. Real fighters stand up under them lights. So the real fighters fight better with more pressure. So
Yeah, true. Um, and you're firm with the decision. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like Dev will be victorious. What do you think that the numbers will be? The
what
scorecards.
uh
What they looking like? What
probably
they
probably
looking like?
like probably like 9-3, 10-2,
9. See, I see 9-3.
which is a shutout, which is a shutout
It's
because when you
definitely.
watch any sport, if a football team win 35-14, that's a shutout, right? Or 35-7, they're gonna get a little bit off. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, for real. Hey, I gotta go. Uh but hey, y'all get at me. Mill, we gonna get it back on tomorrow. And
Hell
and, and
yeah.
well, I don't know whatever the dude name is, email me because I wanna you could either laugh at me or I'm gonna laugh at you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow then. We chop
All
it
right.
up. I
All
know you'll
right, bet.
text me after the fight either
For
way.
sure. Yup. Bet. All right.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Make sure you um, subscribe to the channel also. Shout out to Mickey Bey, one of the cool ones out there, former champion and all that. Need y'all to smash the like button, improve the visibility of the show. Um, you already know it's at that time. Um, he gave you your thoughts. He gave you your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Um, this fight right here, ladies and gentlemen, for the end of the year, I think this is exactly what we needed. I think we needed a fight that we could see the best out of the best out of two fighters. And what I want to know, for y'all, is like, what do you want to see in Devin and in Regis, like, period. Like, what do you guys want to see in those two guys, tonight? And then we got other fights as well that we haven't even spoken upon. Did you see how tall Robesi Ramirez's opponent is? He's huge. You know what I mean? He is huge. I'm like, damn, you made 130 pounds, bro. Not even. That's 126. It's crazy. Crazy. 126 pounds, 6 feet tall, something like that. Huge guy. Huge guy. That's the main event and Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Top Rank tonight. I feel like, yo, tell me y'all ain't gonna be like watching Top Rank and then watching all these prospects, Shushu Carrington, you know what I mean, Jalil, Jahai Tucker. Who else we got there? We got Tiger Johnson. Everybody we basically all those guys we interviewed, right? And then we got Xander Zayas on that card as well. You know what I'm saying? So I like what's going on right here. I like that whole lineup itself. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Shout out to the chat. Real boss, the real boss, Larry Lopez, Young Ben, Lance Mayer, what's going on? J Man, what's going on? Being Supreme, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Smash that like button. We got the zone and we got Top Rank, and it's gonna be smacking tonight, man. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. Okay, my guy Mickey, he said you wanna. He's all right. We back. We back. We back. Salute. 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 We gonna get him back on. He said, think he got some time. But smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all for stopping in. Salute to you if you're a new future subscriber, and if you're just a subscriber, appreciate you, J Man. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And let's get into some of this boxing talk and let's talk about some of these other fights as well. We got to show light to some of these other fights, right, guys? What other fights do y'all like? You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what other fights tonight that y'all like. You know what I'm saying? Shushu Carrington got a real task ahead of him tonight. Uh, can't wait to see him show off. I want to see if he still comes with that same KO energy. You know what I'm saying? On Tiger Johnson, same thing. I think he needs to get back into his KO roots again. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait for some of these fights. Jahai Tucker on his comeback. After that loss that he took. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be nice to see, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's gonna be real nice to see. Um, but nevertheless, man, let's get into some of this boxing talk about, you know, who do y'all really think steal the show tonight? You know what I'm saying? Xander Zayas is definitely a problem, and I feel like he definitely has the takes of being a real champion. You know what I mean? You just gotta build them. Just gotta build them. Chop it down. That's all it is. But yeah, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button, and please subscribe to the channel, man, and help us reach 20,000 subscribers. We've been having a great first year right now. We've been in the game for 10 months. So, definitely, I appreciate the new people coming in and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate y'all. And the ones that have subscribed to the channel, man, appreciate all the love. Make sure you always smash the like button. It's always appreciative. But nevertheless, I like this fight because, you know, um, it's Haney coming up to 140 pounds. He's coming up to 140 pounds, and we got to see some of his testaments when it came down to Linares, Jojo Diaz, and other smaller guys that hurt him. You know, but he's also put on a lot of bulk. He's put on a lot of muscle. We've seen with a couple guys that have put that has moved up in weight and put on muscle hasn't really did well for them. Guys like Jamal Demetrius Boo Andres, he put on a lot of muscle, didn't work out for him. You know what I'm saying? We had the same thing with Errol Spence. He was doing weightlifting. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really work out for him. Um, we've had who else? It was and then Charlo. Charlo put on some weight to fight Canelo Alvarez, and it just didn't work out for him. So, a lot of special fighters will move up into different divisions and conquer. And it seems to me that that's exactly what Devin Haney is definitely one of those guys that can move up into the division. But how far? That's the question. Obviously his athletic ability will take also some it's gonna be a factor, right? Due to the fact that he's a young kid and he's already he's cemented himself already into the game, being undisputed. I think he's 24, 25 years old. So the kid is young. You know what I'm saying? So nevertheless, I like to say that, him just working, keeping it, keeping hard, and what he's getting better. I've been noticing that about Devin Haney. He's getting a lot better. Now, when it comes down to Regis Prograis, 34 years old. Now, at the end of the day, what Regis Prograis has to do is really lock in 100%. Really, this is the biggest fight of his life, really, if you really think about it, because he can't lose this WBC bout. That's something that he can't do. If he does, it's gonna be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because if he loses the belt, yeah, he's still a name in the division with 2 losses, but he'll also be, a guy that people would want to, people would want to, fight, to get their name out there, to put themselves in that top 5 position. You know what I'm saying? He's a name up there. So what do we need? We need and then you never know. Like, there's a lot of great fights. I could see a lot of people, wanting to fight Regis after this fight too. Richardson Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? I think Matias will give him a shot if Matias, but Matias is looking for bigger things as well. He's looking for Teofimo Lopez. So that's another discussion, man. A fight that I love Matias and all that, but I think Teo definitely got the remedy. He got all the ingredients to put in a pot and have him make a recipe to beat Subriel Matias. But in the same time, you never know with Subriel Matias. He's a wild card. He always will be. You know what I mean? And he hits you with abundance of pressure and a abundance of combinations. So therefore, with that being said, um, I just feel like, hold on, I'm gonna put Mickey Bey back on, guys, because he doesn't. What's going on, Ali Savage? What's going on? What's going on? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, coming in as well. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. And subscribe to the channel for anybody that hasn't subscribed to the channel, man. Welcome to the channel. We got the Devin Haney and Regis Prograis fight. Also, we, on the ESPN portion, that's the Showtime promotion. That's basically what the second to last Showtime fight that we're gonna have this year, guys. So yeah, we just basically got this one, and you know what? I have not had the light on the whole time, which is crazy. Sorry about that. But either way, we're almost done here. We're almost done here. Um, yes, Regis has shown dog. You right, Larry Lopez. He's shown a lot of love. A lot of dogs. Sorry, uh, Regis is not the boogeyman at 140. Stop it. Definitely not the boogeyman, but definitely a champion. Definitely a well earned champion. You got to keep it 100. You got to keep it 100. Regis 2 years ago, that's all people. That was the top guy other than Josh Taylor. That was the guy. And then a lot of people had Regis winning Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think that this is a close fight. What we got in the polls here? Let's check out the polls. I see that the polls are pretty much the same. When it comes down to, we have 205 votes, and y'all think 61% of y'all think that Devin Haney would win. Lit, lit. Shout out to my guy Regis, though, man. Shout out to my guy Regis, man. I'm rooting for Regis too. But I'm betting on Haney. Not gonna lie. I'm betting on Haney. Shout out to Lono's Boxing as well. Shout out to Larry. So, shout out to Edward Charles Cheese, El Queso in the building. And then, shout out to Jackie the Queen as well. Always coming in, stopping in, showing love, man. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Um, I might turn on the light, might stick around for a little bit longer, but not sure. Smash the like button one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Always got to remind you guys, you know what I'm saying? So get these likes up, and it helps the visibility of the show. Regis is a Rolly 2.0. Ah, damn, Rick 77, you forced it. That's a force. That's a force. He's definitely a way better model than that. He's way better model than that. Come on, man. We talking about Rolly don't got the game that Regis got. He's slick. He's slick, to a certain extent, right? Matias is these fanboys trying to downplay Regis because they know Devin about to beat him sad. Yeah, man. I mean, I can see it. What's going on, Ali Savage? What's going on, Jorge, right? Morales, what's going on now? Regis is the real deal. 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 Let's hype this up. Let's hype this up. We got my guys. He's back.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna get y'all some more. I'm gonna get y'all some more.
My guys, my people out here. Some people were like, "Yo, Regis is the 2.0 Rolly," and then
Nah,
right? That
yeah,
ain't
it ain't
true.
that sweet. It ain't sweet. Like it ain't.
Nah, it ain't sweet. It ain't sweet. What you like about this matchup the most? Does this matchup um does it make you learn anything about these fighters?
What I like the most about this matchup is I like that. I kind of like the fact that I think that Reed is not all talk. Like how some dudes they talk shit and you like, man, this dude talking just to, but he ain't gonna go in there and really put the work in. I think Reed is really gonna try to put the work in. We already know what Devin gonna do. He looked at as the A side and the future of the sport. But Regis, to me, I think he really going in there with the mind of like, man, it's a young man. He just a young dude. I'm about to maul him, and I'm about to, you
Talking
know,
shit while I turn this light on, bro.
yeah. I think, he got a 10-year age gap. He the more mature man. Devin just coming into his manhood for real. I think that he gonna try to impose his will, and I think that Devin is trying to show that he can be the next pound for pound, future
Pay
pound
per
for
view
pound.
start.
This is the way to prove it. I only go off of proof. I don't care what a fighter say. This ain't the rap game. I don't care what you say. You could talk slick and do all of that. I want to see what you do inside that paint. How you throw them hands. That's the only thing that matter to me.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, for some reason I want this to be, what I know it's not gonna be. What I want this to be is a close fight. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be a close fight. And, obviously I want Regis to win because he's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But when you look at the skills that Devin has and the youth, um, if you could fight Lomachenko, even though I don't think that I think he got to have a better performance than what he did to Lomachenko. I'll tell you that much because this kid's swinging. You're
yeah.
not
It's some
you're
it's
not
some
about to you're
things.
about to work a lot harder. You're gonna work a lot harder fighting Regis than fighting Loma. And I know that sounds crazy. It does. It sounds crazy. Maybe
But
not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. But maybe for Devin.
see, that's all depending on how Regis come. That's why I said, can he get to him with his feet? You can hit the hand wise. I'm Regis could throw his hands when he get up in there, but the verdict to me
What
is can
happens
he?
if Regis can prairie at
Yeah,
least
but your feet,
80% of his
nah,
jabs
but your feet gotta be there. See, this is what people
to,
don't
to
understand.
connect to connect?
Yeah,
Yeah, but then no, but then you can get timing. You can make him fall
nah,
in.
but Devin is longer than him. Nah, Devin, when it come to that kind of fight, he ain't beating Devin at that chest. That we come up off that, like all that catching and countering is what we come under. He ain't beating him at that. Ain't even a chance.
Mm.
Yeah,
So you
Devin
don't
been doing
think
that since he
you
was
don't think
seven,
that he should
8.
go out there trying to counterpunch?
Hell, now, yeah, now, yes, at certain points he can because you don't just want to. He can't just run in like a bull. So yeah, he can counter. He can try to come over the top of his shot. Yeah, that'd be smart. But at the same time, you can't play chess with him. Like, see, this the thing with me. I think that Reed just think that he more of a skilled fighter than he is.
Mm.
Now, not saying that he don't have some skill because it takes being able to finish a fighter is a skill. But what I mean is chess wise, like you can't play chess with Devin. Trust me, I never seen him. If it ain't a Shakur, maybe a Teofimo, don't play chess with this cat. It's no way you winning. He could be sick that night and win on the chess match. But that's just what he been doing since he was 7, 8. You gotta take him out of his comfort zone and you gotta make dudes like that really fight to the death. Like take him out of his comfort zone in his chest, and try to maul him.
Yeah, I mean he gotta make it dirty for sure. What do you think about the referees at this point in time? Do you feel like do you feel like a certain style could favor Haney, and that could be the big part of this fight, it being like kind of like, because this is something that I don't want to see too. I don't want to see Haney popping out, jabbing, hitting, landing, moving, occasionally throwing his right hand.
Yeah,
Anytime he throws his right hand, he clinches.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to see that either. Listen,
I don't
my
want to see him
expectation.
clinching like
Listen,
that.
I don't want to see none of that. I want to see what I know he can do. That's what I'm saying. Like I want to see 3, 4 punch fast combinations. I want to see some offense. I want to see some offense this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see some offense too. Like you can only be so great off of all defense. Like that just ain't gonna happen. Like you know, Floyd had great offense too. Like yeah, when he got bigger, he didn't want to take the risk because he was small. He was fighting dudes, but when he was at them lower weights, he was letting it loose. So I want to
Mm.
see, and Dev can do it. That's what I'm saying. My expectations are high. Like a win to me is not good enough. Man, this dude, you don't hear what I'm saying? I'm laughing. Today I'm interacting with the fans, but for anybody to say I'm biased and what I just said, I don't get what more I could say. Like I'm saying, I ain't gonna be satisfied with just, I want to see them hands, flying tonight too. Like, because he could do it. If he couldn't do it, I'd say just go ahead and just jab. Nah, he got a lot more than that.
Right, right. Um, now there's talks of him going to 47, like real soon. You know,
I don't see that.
it, you don't see it.
Not yet. I think he got a good three to
You think that's
five
just
years.
Bill just promoting?
Nah, he could beat some welterweights though. I could say I could. He could beat most of the welterweights, but I
You think
mean,
he could beat Stanionis? Because
Stanionis,
they
like, is he
sparred.
54?
Nah, he's 47. He sparred Devin.
Stanionis.
You said his
Oh,
defense is all right.
I like Stanionis. Yeah, he could fight. Oh yeah, I want to see him and Boots fight. Him and
Yeah, me
Jerron
too.
Ennis. Oh yeah, I like Stanionis. Nah,
What
Devin just
happened?
moved to 40.
Thank God that he's not trying to entertain Boots. He's gonna stay away from him.
Yeah, Boots is huge. Boots probably gonna be a middleweight one day. So No,
See, that's the crazy thing about Haney, man. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna move up to a division that you gotta avoid somebody that's the top guy.
yeah, not yet. He just moved. He ain't even fight at 40 yet until the night. I think he got a good 5 years
But
there, four or
just
five
of what,
years.
you know, we expect a lot from Haney. You know,
Yeah, I do. Yeah, like
we all expect a lot
yeah,
from Haney.
yeah, 100%. Because he one of the
He
guys
gave us
that,
so much.
yeah, like these the top young guys that's going forward is he one of them. It's like a good 4 or 5 of them that's up in there going for that next throne after Terrence. The next couple years after Terrence give it up. And it gotta be shown improvement. Like everybody gotta show improve. And then you can give a fighter one fight here and there, but you got to go off of a handful of fights and say who is dominating, who's winning, looking the best, and dominating more.
Mm, mm. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would you say 140 is your favorite division? Honestly.
Right now, yeah, probably so. Yup, because that's the best weight right now. Yup,
Mm.
yeah, you could because you even got some good contenders coming up. You got Richardson Hitchens, you got Kenny Sims, you got Gary Russell.
What you think about Kenny Sims and Arnold Barboza that just got signed?
Even
I
him, he
guess
could fight.
Kenny told me he's like, oh, he's been ducking me for 3 fights now.
Oh, okay. Uh, I mean,
I'm about to start up some heat soon.
so what he? Oh, so he's saying he don't want to fight him, huh? But Kenny got some good fights lined up. He with PBC. He might even get a shot at Matias. See, that's what we got to factor in too when we talk fights. We got to see what promoters they would, because some guys just not gonna work together. But at the same time, the PBC fighters, when the fighters step up, the promoters gonna let them fight. So I ain't gonna give fighters that excuse, because when you really go to your promoter and say, "I want this fight," they're gonna let it happen. So I know how the business works. Look at the Deontay Wilder card and the Joshua, they fighting in separate bouts. It can happen. But these dudes got to step up and say, look, I want to fight this cat. Lomachenko fought Gary Russell while he was 1-1. He went to PBC and fought Gary because Top Rank didn't even advise it. Because they like, damn, you want to come right off a loss and fight Gary at this point while Gary undefeated, and now dude went over there because he a dog and he wanted to do it. Lomachenko, he went and said, "Nah, I'm gonna take that risk and go fight him," and he won and he beat Gary.
Facts, my man. They tended to link your YouTube channel.
Yeah, y'all might as well get it ready because we gonna be cooking. Might as well get it ready now.
Let them know. Let them know what's the name of it.
Uh, um, Fight God TV. You could put the link up. Hey, and dude, I don't know where dude ran, but he didn't send me that email. It was a couple dudes saying they wanted to bet, and I said I was gonna come on here tomorrow if they win, and I'm gonna say you had better boxing knowledge than me on Saturday night, But it seemed like they running. They really don't believe in Regis like they saying. I ain't, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, I tell you, hey, they can get at me on Instagram, Mickey Bey Eternal, or at my email. But dude then ran though. He.
He ran. He ran. Mickey. He ran.
Yeah, I don't know where he was supposed to send me to eat. He was saying he gonna get knocked out and this and that.
Mickey
Hey,
said he ran. Mickey said he ran.
yeah, I don't know where he went.
But we do got the polls out here. 234 votes. 62% believe Devin Haney is victorious. Is it that noticeable? You think I like the odds? I think it's close.
Hold on. You said what we got?
What is that?
You said what's that? What's your votes?
Oh, we got 237 votes. 62% of them believe Devin Haney is victorious.
Okay. I mean, well, that showed that this is a good. them the only matches I want to see. Anytime you get a match where it's a landslide. Now, what I said is my opinion on the actual outcome, but we don't want to see fights where it's not 60-40 to the fans. It don't make sense. We want fights that's no less than 65-35, 70-30. We don't want to see nothing under that. We want to see we want the fights where it's different opinions. Like, damn, this guy can, you know, have a chance to win, which Regis does have a chance to win. I ain't saying he can't fight. He a dog and he can fight. That's what I'm not even saying the opinion. Uh, I'm saying my boxing knowledge and what I know, I go with Devin Haney.
Devin Haney, the dream. How does so he damn there's all the smoke at 140 and he thinks about going to 147. This is crazy.
No, I think I just think he's trying to make history and go up, kind of like Tank did. He went up to 40 and won him a belt. Then he
Oh,
came
and then
back
come
down.
back down.
Yeah, he gonna be 140 for a long time, probably for 5 years or something. He ain't gonna be a welterweight till probably
So
four or
he's just
five
trying to
years.
become a three division champion.
Yeah, I mean it's history. He's trying to put another feather in his cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna be a 40 for a long time.
Yeah, that's for sure. Um, yeah, can't wait to see him. I hope that eventually, I feel like Tank should try to get Haney soon before he really starts filling in at 140 pounds. Because if once Haney starts to take a lot of those guys' punches, he's gonna get immune to it. You know what I'm saying? And and that kind of messes
But
up the back.
Tank Power is different though. You ain't
Oh yeah,
get
he like
Tank
160
Power is
power,
different.
right?
Man, Tank Power is different. Like I like to see Tank and Matias a fight like that.
See,
That'd be a
I've
hell of
been
a pay
saying
per
the
view fight.
same shit. I've been
Yup.
saying that's a murder fight. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
see, I like to give constructive criticism, which I'm, like I say, as a boxing guy, I'm a Tank fan. Tank is a monster. I just want to see him in there with better competition. I want to see him in there with better competition because he's a monster, and that's what's going to really bring the Tank out. That's something that we haven't even seen yet. Him have to really dig in his bag now. Pitbull, he hurt his shoulder or something like that the first fight, so he had to pull it out with one arm. But we ain't ever seen Tank really have to go in that bag for real. And I think once we see that, we can see another Tank. Like I want to see him against. They was mentioning Teofimo before. I would love to see like him and Teofimo, him and Devin, him and Shakur, him and Matias, um, even him and Lomachenko, Kambosos winning. They fight Kambosos and Lomachenko fighting. I would like to see him fight even the winner of that, but I want to see him in there with somebody that's gonna make him go in his bag a little more.
Yeah, yeah. You
But
know,
but but his power is different, so I ain't gonna say I'm gonna give him that. Like being ready for his power is something that it's a whole nother thing.
yeah, absolutely. He could put you to sleep in a matter of one punch.
Yeah, he got
Um,
different kind of power.
Shout out to Engage. Thank you for the $2. Mickey Bey's breakdown is like no other. The science.
That's all we doing over here. That's all we doing.
Appreciate the color in the chat. Engage. Thank you. Appreciate you. Also, shout out to Edward Charles Cheese. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in with us as well. Really appreciate it. And we got a fighter in our hands. Also,
Great fight, great
we
fight.
got Andy Cruz coming in. He's a guy that is kind of like taking the Lomachenko route as far as fighting everybody with a winning record,
Hmm.
champions, anybody that's in the top, I think, 18 or something like that, he wants to fight.
Yeah, that's one thing where I commend a lot of the Cubans. They step up fast. You got to commend Andy Cruz for that. He don't want no weak fights. He trying to get to it, which is good.
hmm
Yeah,
Um,
that's
do you see him and how do you see him and Keyshawn lining up down the line?
that'd be a good fight. Yeah, that'd be it's a good storyline. I think that's a good fight. I would like to see it. I'm sure dude would probably fight him next fight. I'm sure. You know, it'd be up to Keyshawn and Top Rank, to take it. But I'm sure dude to fight him.
Yeah, it seems like it's he definitely would. He wants to prove he's the best. Linking up
Yeah,
with both, he seemed like it's a good fit so far. And
definitely,
hopefully he continues to show us what everyone's been really hyping him about.
100%. But the pros is different. Cubans to me got the best, some of the best, if not the best, amateurs. But they more cut for the amateurs to me. That's just they don't really translate all the way. They could win in the pros, but they are still good. But it's different. It's hard to come off 300-400 amateur fights. I don't see good fighter, but the classic, the pro style, I don't, I give him time. Like I say, his trainer is my guy, and it was a good choice that he did make, switching it up and not following the status quo, going to the same trainers as all the Cuban. I think, I like David Morrell. Yeah, I like David Morrell.
So we haven't spoken since the Ryan Garcia fight. What did you think about his performance?
Like I say, remember what I said on most of the show. I think he's gonna be a late bloomer, like a 2-3 more years, like 2 more years, maybe. I think this is my opinion on him. I think they need to keep him more busy. I think he need to fight 3-4 times a year, and that'll pick his game up. I think that I ain't sure where his hunger is at. He getting a lot of money out the ring too, so them silk sheets and them high ceilings will do something to you sometime, and um, it don't affect some people, but for some people it does. But I think you got to keep Ryan fire lit. Like you got to. I think he need to fight more. I think he need to fight 3 or 4 times a year.
Mm.
But I would like to see him fight. Maybe him and Rolly be a good match, for the title. That's his best chance to get a belt, them two. So go ahead and try to get your world title and just defend it maybe 3-4 times a year. And just take the little pay cut if you got to here and there. You still gonna get a lot of money anyway, but he need the activity to me. I think that he the greenest, but he got a lot of ability. He to me, he like, how people say with fire, it could be dangerous and useful. You can cook with it, all that, but it could also burn the house down. His skill is like that to me. It could be he got to learn and keep perfecting, and he got to keep perfecting and learning how to can put it together the right way. I think Derek can help him with that to where he one of them fighters that can just throw and catch you, but at the top level, that ain't gonna really work. So he got to learn how to control it and when not to do stuff, when to throw, when not to throw, how to not just throw off a reaction and all of that. Once he learned that, the tools are there. His IQ just got to pick up to sum it up. His IQ got to get a little higher, but he got all of the tools that I like in the fighter. But it's some small, basic improvements that he need to work on. A
Yeah.
real good fighter.
What do you think some of those improvements are?
You know, he stand tall, his chin be in the air. He react to everything too much. He looked to land like a lottery luck. He liked to land punches. Just he got so much speed and explosiveness. He just got to learn how to place them better and not rush certain shots. And he got to find out his identity in the ring. It seemed like he's still trying to find out who he is, which is he still is a young fighter, rightfully so. Because even Devin and Shakur and all of them trying to figure out. That's why they're not really getting the knockouts yet. It take a minute to get that down. Like I'm saying, they young as fighters and people. They young as So when I see Shakur, Devin, Teofimo, I don't knock Teofimo when he have a hard fight. When he fought a veteran, dude could fight. What's his name? The guy that dropped him.
Sandor Martin.
Him, yeah, like them fights is hard as hell for a young fighter. See,
He
you a young.
Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin beat
He
Mikey
beat Ryan
Garcia.
Garcia. Listen, I was there, and when I seen that fight, I said, "Damn, he ain't winning this fight." I knew that in the first 4 or 5 rounds. I'm like, he ain't gonna catch up to this dude. He ain't got the hunger tonight. Dude gonna move and just pop shot and check him when he come in. See, now these the fights you need between your early to mid 20s. So when you get to your late 20s to mid 30s, that's usually now the range of the fighters best right now. Athletes are different now. They going up into 40 years old, late 30s. The best fighter in the game is 36, Terrence Crawford. It's about how you treat your body outside of the ring and your hunger. So with Ryan, not to be not to judge his, but to me from the outside looking in, it looked like you gotta question his hunger. But he's a hell of a fighter though. He got skills that he born with. He one of them dudes to where he born with athletic ability and skills. Like, some fighters it's taught. It got to be taught, and it got to be like Regis to me. He don't have what Ryan got. Like the natural ability and the just that natural. He got natural. Now his power, you born with that kind of like. But Ryan just he got other elements out the ring. In my opinion, like he getting the most money out the ring. Will he want to fight when he can get 100 million or fit whatever he can get? Not counting his pockets, but that's reality. The reality is, do you want to get up and dodge punches? Dudes like Devin, Teofimo, Shakur, and them love boots, Benavidez. They love boxing. They love fighting. Like if Ryan can get the love and keep the love for fighting, then I think 2 years from now he's gonna be dangerous.
Mm. Well, we hope. Stay away from Matias. That's all I'm gonna say. And Teo. Them two
Yeah,
boys.
right now, yeah, yeah, all of them cat. I would say, maybe
Stay away from the
Rolly.
battle tested dudes at 140.
Yeah,
Right
like
now, we're gonna see Devin Haney tonight be battle tested at 140
yeah,
pounds.
I think this is gonna be his best fight thus far. Like other than the Loma fight, I think it's gonna be his best fight as far as action because I think Reed is gonna make him fight. And what I say by that is on the inside, even if Devin tie him up, he the kind of dude that's strong to where he gonna make Devin fight. I think I'll put it to you like that. Like he's strong.
Mm.
So on the inside, you're gonna feel his strength and his power. So Loma's a little dude, like great fighter, but he's small. So Devin kind of mauled him a little bit, like he kind of was able to muscle him a little bit. But Reed is one of them guys that you kind of want to, for Devin style, you want to box him from the outside and still put your work in, get your respect. Because like I say, I want to see a fight. I want to see them. I want to see them rumble, but both of them fight their best fights.
Yeah, man. I definitely want to see them rumble. That's for sure. I definitely want to see, You know, I want to see how bad, like each person can take their punch. I need to see it. I think that this is going to be important for the Haney haters that are out there that hate on him off of the Linares punch or getting hurt by Jojo Diaz. You know, um, I understand. It's easy to hate on these young, successful kids, and as soon as they do something wrong, or they don't have their best performance,
Man,
um, you know,
man, this boxing, everybody gonna get hurt. I mean, this boxing, you fighting other professionals that's coming to. Just think if Regis beat Devin tonight, how what he got coming next. Man, listen, dudes all over the world is all going for the same goal. You got dudes that don't even that
Regis
Devin
beats
don't even know,
Devin, he goes straight to TO.
and that's an 8-figure fight. So you think this dude ain't coming to listen? So when you mention Linares hurting him, hey, listen, shit, he put his whole life into that punch because he know I beat this cat. I just got me 5 more big fights lined up. So when you fighting professionals, you gonna get hit and you gonna get hurt here and there. Floyd got hurt. Sugar Ray Robinson, the best fighter ever, been down. Uh, Ray Leonard been down. Duran been knocked out. You know, Lennox Lewis been knocked out. Ali been dropped. It's boxing.
Exactly, it is boxing.
I don't want to see a
Uh,
fight where a cat don't got a chance to get hurt.
mm, mm. I mean, I like this fight stylistically. If people do say that Devin struggles with southpaws, and if that is true, and he's moving up in the division, this is awesome. We're still getting to see something uh, that people are saying that he's not battle tested.
He
I
just beat
think
one of the best southpaws in boxing, though. Loma, one
yeah,
of the hardest dudes you could
but
fight.
but a lot the majority of the boxing world believe that's controversial.
Yeah, I mean, but it's
I
Lomachenko
even
at the
had it.
same time.
I even bet I had a before starting.
What you
I
had a
bet
draw.
I bet on the draw.
That was a
If
good.
you
It
look at
wasn't a
the
bad
odds,
bet. It wasn't a
oh
bad bet.
you seen the odds? That was the craziest
Yeah, I mean,
number.
Loma is a freak. Loma is a one of the top best skilled fighters in boxing. Like it's even guys that might be higher up as far as he not on the pound for pound list, but if you go skill for skill, he'd be in my top 10 pound for pound still. He'd be up in there. Like
Yo,
skill wise, he better than most fighters. Like I mean, probably 98% of fighters. Like,
yeah.
I disappoint some people if I say what I really think some fighters that he better than, but that's just my honest opinion.
Mm.
I think he better than Canelo.
Is Loma better than Keyshawn?
Yeah. Right now, I give Keyshawn time to grow. Keyshawn got a bright future ahead of him. But yeah, right now, yeah. I mean, because he at his peak. He at his very, very top to end. It's like the peak and the end mixed together. So we still got a while for Keyshawn. Another real good fighter, to bring up in that mix with, some of them cats. Like, I forgot about him. He gonna be in that
You
40 and
think he could
35
beat
pound
Jermaine
mix.
Ortiz?
Keyshawn, that's a great match. I think that should be made. That's the fight that should be made. But at what weight? Because didn't dude miss a fight because he couldn't make weight? Ain't he a 40-pounder now?
It's
Uh,
down the line. It's down the
Ortiz.
line. No, that's down the
I
line.
like that
Obviously,
fight. I like that fight.
I
Yeah,
like. I don't like the fight now.
Jermaine got a lot of dog in him. Yeah, it ain't ready yet. It's a bigger fight, down the line. But
But if he beats Pedraza, and if he beats
good
Pedraza in
fight.
great fashion,
Good
you know,
fight. Yup.
comes around, maybe beats a Jojo Diaz or something like that, then comes around. Oh no, that's yeah. Well, that thing about with the Pedraza, I think that he should do the Pedraza. He should do like a Jojo Diaz now, or what do you think about Keyshawn and the Cambosas?
That'd be good, but maybe after 2 fights or get him a couple more fights in, let him get a little more season. You
How
know,
many fights does he need for Cambosis?
probably like how many fights do he got? He got over 10 fights.
Yeah,
Probably two or three more fights because you could still see that he got room to
I
grow
think he's
from
on
his.
the ninth or 10th.
Yeah, a handful more fights, 2, 3. That don't mean he don't got a chance to win, but just go basing it off his last couple fights, experience wise, them the kind of dudes that even Cambosis do some damage to, like them cats that he fought the last 2 fights. Head like experience still means a lot. Like even if you could
Oh,
pull a
he's
victory
nine.
off
He's
on the
nine
cat,
and 0. He's 9-0.
yeah, I give him for any of the top guys, I give him like 5 more fights, maybe 4 or 5 fights, but get him some real. I like to see him and that dude Raymond. What's his name? Raymond
Mortatora,
Morta. I want to see them
Mortella,
in the future.
Mortaya.
Yeah, I want to see him with the new crop in the future like that. Yeah, I want to see them two like in a
That's a
year or
nice
something
fight.
like that.
That's a
Yeah,
nice fight next year.
I like to see that.
At the end of the year.
Yeah, but give them both. Don't give them both like what they should start doing is what I would like is you kind of have a thing to where you put two young guys against each other, give them a nice payday, but get a loser where it's a win-win. You get them an option to keep their good fights going because somebody got to lose. So a lot of fighters don't want to take risks because they scared to lose and they stock to drop. But what you can do is you say all right, the loser is still gonna get this type of fight next. It ain't gonna be a lose on in the as far as like it'd be a loss on the record, but not as far as your boxing status. Get them right back to the big fight.
Mm,
Then
mm.
dudes to fight each other more, which happen when you get more experience. They kind of recycle the guys over and over. But for the young fighters, if you want to start seeing them fight early, what I would do is I think Tim Bradley and Devin Alexander did it back in the day. It was like, all right, you both still gonna get this type of fight even if you lose. Then dudes would take more risks, but now cats be cherry picking because they be scared to lose and they stock to drop and they money to drop.
So you think like a Devin Haney would wash a Keyshawn?
Would he wash? I think he'd beat him clearly. He just got too much experience.
Mm.
Keyshawn's still growing. Like you can't put them guys that he fighting in there with Devin. Like too much experience. That experience means a whole lot, especially in boxing. Like because Devin and them not even fully experienced yet. Him, Shakur, as good as they are, they not fully experienced yet. They still got a little, you
Oh,
know,
of course.
they got some time. They figuring themselves out. They figuring out. They still got to figure out how to finish guys, and they gonna learn that in the next couple years to where they gonna start getting more knockouts because they know when the guy's hurt and how to finish. Now they still like they coming into that. It's a little harder when you young to get them. Like when Boots fought, people criticize him. I didn't because that's what these are growing stages where you get them awkward ass styles to where you could throw them cats off, but when they a couple more years, they're gonna have seen all of that.
Gold Rush says, "Hey, Keyshawn versus Frank."
That's a good fight. I would make that right now. That's an even matchup. That's 50-50. Yeah,
Damn.
that's a 50-50 fight.
I like it. I
Yeah, that's
like it. Frank
50-50.
got the,
Yup. But like I say,
who got better defense?
it's kind of even. They both got decent defense. They kind of responsible with the defense a little bit. It's not a visible with them. It ain't like they visibly good defensive fighter, but they don't get hit a lot. So, it's fair. Both of them got fair defense.
Who got better defense? I mean, what do you think about Regis's defense? What do you think about his defense?
It's average. He like it's average because he
Who
not
got
like
better defense, him or Rolly?
Oh, Rolly is green. Rolly is just like a dog that fuck. He got power. He kind of like
Who got better? Who got better defense? Ryan, or Regis?
um. I think Regis has kind of got better basics. He a little more. You can see the experience difference. What I think that Ryan, he got more like speed and he got more like gifts. He got more like talent wise that he was born with like a God given abilities. But Reed just got more like he got his basics down and his he know his style a little more. Like I say, Ryan's still trying to find it. So it seemed
So
like he has
experience wouldn't be nothing.
huh?
Because Regis, you would have to say Regis has more of the experience at the high level pro stages.
Yeah, yeah, and you could see that. Ryan looked like he's still trying to find himself, which is cool, which is normal. Because he still is a a young professional. So he's still trying to find himself like that. Once he finds himself though, he's gonna be dangerous.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be dangerous. I would agree. I would agree. Freaking yeah, man. You think Matias? You really think that Gary Antoine beats Matias?
I don't know. It's like 50-50. But he got the style to beat him because he's strong. He could fight on the inside. He got good offense too. See, this is the problem to me with a lot of guys. After the Floyd era, too many fighters start concentrating on just defense. You still gotta let them hands go. Like it's good to not get hit, but at the same time, you still gotta win by what kind of punches you throwing. Like, and to me, Gary Antoine, he letting that heat go. People forget like you gotta let them hands fly too. Like, so he let the hands fly. I think that'd be a real good fight. They both fighting PBC, so that's a fight that could be made.
I just love the fact that how Tio is. He just sends the contract to Matias. Like he doesn't even talk about it. He just does it.
Yeah, Tio one of them guys that step up when under the bright lights. Like to me, it's dangerous for him to fight tune ups or because he don't show up for those. And you get, that's kind of to me how James Tony was a little bit. Like, give him them big fights, keep him in them big fights that keep him excited, and you gonna probably see the best Teofimo.
Hmm.
Like you notice that, like, you put him in them kind of them mediocre type, he don't
He don't show up.
seem to get up for them.
Yeah, you're
Which
right.
you should get up for everything, but it is what it is. As long as he step up when it's real, then and he seemed to do that. He did it with Taylor. So when everybody was questioning, was he done? He questions himself. That's just a young dude that's trying to find himself, and it's confusing. You gonna have them kind of nights, but when he showed was after that, he beat the first one to beat Josh Taylor.
Do you think that Haney should go straight to 147 like they saying that he might just do?
Nah, he should fight at 40 the next. He's gonna be 40 for a while. I'll just fight at 40. There's too many big fights there. I would like to see him and Teofimo um next maybe next
Because that'd be
spring.
crazy if he sees that he gets an opportunity for a title because he was
Uh
undisputed at 35.
he
If he's
can. I
first,
mean,
if he could be first in line, and
shit
then the
is
40 and the 46 to 7, I mean the 47 division is lacking names right now.
it is, yeah, it is for it to be, usually the hottest division. Other than Boots. I like Stanionis. Um,
And people like
and
to
who
pay
else they
for
got?
welterweight for some reason. Like people
Yeah,
rather
that's
pay
that always
welterweight.
been the best weight. If you had to
Yeah.
name one weight in the history of boxing, that's the best weight, 147. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because they kind of got power, speed, they got it all. That weight is like it's and your average man weighs what the walk around weight probably of a welterweight. So most
Mm.
people can come up to that weight. That's the way where people could come up and go down. So you got a lot of people there.
Right. Right. 100%, man. You 100%. But yeah, yeah, my brother, I'm gonna end this live now, man. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tapping in, man. Mickey, once again, man, we'll touch up tomorrow
Yup,
for the
yup.
reaction of this whole
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
two
got to.
cards, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yup. Shit, I tap in with you tomorrow.
Sounds good, my guy. Much love
All
to
right,
you.
bet. All
God
right.
bless. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Once again, shout out to the chat. All 177 of y'all, make sure you guys, before leaving, smash the like button to improve the visibility of the show. Would really appreciate that. Shout out to everybody on here, man. Every single one of y'all. I'm not gonna just singleize one of y'all, but yo, thank you to all of y'all, man, for rocking out with your boy. Um, you know, we were starting with the parlay. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, parlay. So I really, when I looked at some of these fights, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I looked at some of these fights, and the underdog. I know it sounds a little crazy, but if you go into Robesi Ramirez, right? Robesi Ramirez hit the guy that he's fighting. That's fit. I don't. First of all, I'm a big Robesi Ramirez fan supporter. Think he was the one that beat Shakur Stevenson in the amateurs in the finals. My thing with him is that the opponent that he's fighting is really good, like really good. And I know Robesi Ramirez, obviously 2-time Olympian, gold medalist. I mean, his opponent is tough. You know, he might be an. You think he's a hype job, a manufactured hype job? I mean, I don't think I don't know if he's a hype job. I don't know if Top Rank would put that together like that. That would be crazy if it is, just to like show that he's like a big puncher and stuff like that, and wait for Inoue to knock out his opponent for undisputed, and then put them together at 126. That would be crazy if that's the storyline. If that's what the matchmakers are trying to do, that would be crazy. Maybe I'm just looking at it like, yo, kind of very similar to like when we seen Cruz and Giovanni Cabrera. It was like, how is he gonna reach his chin? Like I can only see body shots coming up. You know what I'm saying? So, nevertheless, I would have. That being said, I don't think. I think we could lay on the Regis thing, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. With this fight right here with Paro, um, he's -180. I like him against Montana Love. Montana Love has been very unactive, very inactive. So I definitely going for Paro for that one. I would go with Devin Haney -400. Definitely gonna have to drop a good, pretty buck for this parlay. Um, to make some great money. But I like Xander Zayas against Jorge Forti. I think that Xander will definitely be victorious. I got Andy Cruz is definitely going to be able to beat Giovanni, and so these are the good ones right here. Jahai Tucker, right? They got him plus. They got him with a tough opponent. I would definitely go with Jahai Tucker. And then Bruce Carrington, he has uh, Jason Sanchez. Jason Sanchez has been game tested already. I like Bruce Carrington in the fight because he has the skills to beat him. Just flat out, he should be able to beat him. Um, and that's what I like. And then obviously, I like Tiger Johnson as well. I also do like Amari Jones. There's gonna just a lot of B. There's a lot of A sides here this week. Even though we have nice, great card. That's the we definitely have Mark Masayo even fights tonight as well. I mean, very lopsided odds. So go home, straight Vegas, stay with the home team. You know what I'm saying? And I like those. That's like a 5-piece parlay. Definitely should check that out for sure. Um, we'll be watching Top Rank card first, and then obviously after that, we'll be chopping it up right after the fights, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you are in here watching this video. Please do that. Let's help us get to 10,000 subscribers. I would definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Give us some reasons on how Regis can win, bruh. Well, Regis, the reason Regis can win is that he's gonna have to keep his lead hand up. Honestly, he's gonna have to lead his. He has to keep it up. He tends to go like this a lot. Does these like Demetrius Andre's movements? He needs obviously with this side he's a southpaw, right? And he needs to not. I noticed when he fought Daniel Zorella, that punch that he knocked down Daniel Zorilla, it was like a straight. It was he threw a straight punch, but it was crooked as hell, man. And it landed, and it landed off of Zorilla, kind of like shuffling back, and kind of got like a flash knockdown. So I feel like when it comes to the Regis, it's gonna be tough because his focus is not as disciplined as Devin Haney's focus. Devin Haney's all his punches are gonna come in straighter, sharper, and faster, and he's gonna throw more punches. So he has a really big, big, big accomplished, a big hill to climb. The clinching. The clinching situation is probably going to be the part that bothers me in this fight. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's probably going to bother me a little bit. And I think that in favor of Regis, Regis needs to punch on the clinch consistently. He needs to throw uppercuts. He needs to throw body shots. He needs to hit him on the side of his ear. He needs to mess up his, equilibrium. He needs to be able to, hurt him in the clinches, make him think twice of why he's in a fight with the WBC two-time champion. You know what I'm saying? So I think that in this fight also I think that Regis is he has to be careful with the right hand. You know, uh, Devin Haney's right hand's gonna be on the money tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on the money tonight. He's gonna switch it. He's gonna switch that right hand to an uppercut at times. He's gonna throw body shots, straight spearing shots. You know what I'm saying? Just straight poking them. Um, the thing is does Regis take his punch good? Now, if Regis can take his punch good and walk, I don't think you're gonna walk through the punches, but if he could take his punch and take chances, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to take one to give one. You know, take one to give one, take one to give one. And if you believe that you're really gonna hurt Haney, then prove it. But that's the only way. You have to really punch through the clinches. You got to get him tired too. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to get him tired. The prairie game. He needs to be tight. When that jab is coming, he needs to catch it, catch, and ready to catch, hook, catch 1-2. He needs to be really tight with his guard. You know what I mean? And force Devin Haney to hit the body of Regis Prograis. I think Regis Prograis also has to understand this too. The reflexes of Devin Haney are, I believe, they're better than Regis Prograis. So he's gonna have to try to get to that body. He's really gonna have to try to get to that body tonight. You know what I'm saying? And slow him down, because your best bet is, at the end of the day, maybe trying to bank off of saving some energy for the later rounds and see if you could take him to deep waters. You know what I'm saying? He's been very experienced as well. He's 34 years old. He's been fighting in the top level for a long time now. So Regis Prograis has the experience to to and now there's another thing too. Regis, he's carried his power in the late rounds as well. So that's something that is tricky because Loma didn't really have the power for Devin Haney. Devin Haney, like I told you guys before, Devin Haney's one of the biggest 135 pounders when he was campaigning there. So obviously a punch from Lomachenko that really is coming from 126 pounds is not going to do as much as what a Regis Prograis big left hand would be, campaigning at 140 pounds his whole career, and has a 90, not 86% KO ratio. So he's proven to punch. So we have to keep all these things in factor, and then obviously the big one is that to get the southpaw work. Obviously, like he was there in camp with Liam Paro. He's I'm pretty sure that Devin's kept camp very quiet, so we don't know a lot of some of the sparring partners he brought in there as far as lefties are concerned. But another thing too is Regis is awkward. So you match that awkwardness with, and I think that that's why people kind of look at him as like, oh, he can't he lacks IQ. He's struggling. He looks stiff. It's just some people are like that, man. Sometimes you could be around a family that throws parties every weekend, right? And you'll have that one son that just he don't got rhythm. He don't got rhythm. You know what I'm saying? He got two left feet. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But the one thing that we can say is that he does pack a big left hand. And the thing about it is that Devin Haney is aware of that. So now what other things have they been working on? As far as it comes to be that they've been working on the left hook. I haven't really looked. I looked at the left hook that he was throwing, and I kind of look at it like, damn, Julian. If he's working on a power left hook, have this dude turn his body with it. Like I'm seeing all shoulder strength that down the line it's just gonna just be bad. And very slow feet. It's very yeah, but you could use that as an advantage as well, right? Just because you got slow feet, one thing that's gonna mess up is that you're never gonna be in range, right? You're not gonna be in range right away. Your foot feints aren't going to be as effective, right? So what this does Regis have to do is that legitly Regis has to non-stop, just straight pressure. You know what I'm saying? Have the high guard up, pressure him, push him, punch him, punch him in the ear. You know what I'm saying? He got to do all these dirty tactics to be able to at least compete with Devin Haney, because I think if you go out trying to box him, and then don't get it twisted, Regis has to box too, but he has to also, it's like 50% I got to box and be aware of what Haney's giving me, throwing at me. But also what I got to do is that I got to do a little Madonna. I got to do some unpredictable shit tonight. You might see Regis Progress pull something out of his ass tonight that you never see before. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that long story short, Regis Progress. This is the biggest task that he's had in his career. If you look at the resume, you know, obviously he doesn't have to fear the fact that there's one big punch coming at him, boom, and he can get knocked out. I think he had that. There was a stigma of Cepeda that had that type of power, right? But at least he doesn't have to deal with that type of thing. But what he also has to deal with is the stupid IQ that Devin Haney got, the speed, the foot speed, the hand speed. You know what I mean? He's gonna be a technician in there. Now, what Regis has to do is that he has to kind of make Devin Haney wonder in there. He needs to make him wonder in there. He needs to make him scared. He needs to hit him straight down the pipe. And if he can hurt him early, if Regis Progress can hurt him early, is where it's gonna benefit. Where Devin Haney starts to relax and enjoy and get comfortable and quote unquote what they say have fun in there. And he banks, Devin Haney starts to bank the first 6, 7 rounds. You guys, you know where this is going at. And we have to admit, the early rounds are going to go to Haney. They are. They are going to go to Haney because he's the faster fighter, the guy that he's not thinking about if he's going to last the 12th round. The kid throws a lot of punches, so can't wait for the fight. Smash the like button, everybody. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all stopping it by. I hate to stop the live by having so many people on, but we'll definitely be back tonight. So make sure you guys press the notification button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be on tonight after the fights are done. So definitely check that out as well. And once again, guys, appreciate you guys for tapping in, tapping in with me. All right. Much love. God bless, and on to the next.